going to be demoing part 1. So as you can see right now, the heart rate sensor is on my finger, and that's currently what's controlling the heartbeat. Now the problem we have is, obviously, since I've been talking, you can see it's kind of skyrocketing. And that might be just because I'm talking, but it does seem to be a little overly sensitive. So I sit still for a minute, it'll go back down. So that's one of the downfalls, is that the heart rate sensor is, like I said, a little overly sensitive. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn off the actual stream and turn the demo on. So we have 4 types of music here. Turn those on. So this is the blues, classical, just kind of just instrumental, rock, country. These are the 4 types of music that we listen to. So from there, we can kind of control pitch. What we noticed is, this is the highest our pitch can be. You can hear the voice in the background. Doesn't sound too bad, but the pitch really affected vocals a lot. So we decided that classical and blues, that didn't affect it too much. We also have our filter, which is just a low-pass filter. And then the reverb, which when we pull it down, you kind of hear it's normal. And that's pretty much what we used to do our testing.
For the second part of this project, we call this nightclub mode. The idea is very simple. Instead of having 4 different sounds as like fourth part, we have what we did is basically breaking one song into 4 tracks. So at this point, when the heart rate is kind of low, it's like 90 per minute. We have really basic chill tempo, and once the user's heart rate starts increasing, let's say whenever the heart rate reach 120, the rhythm will change simultaneously. So we're on the second stage of the workout. At this point, user will be able to tell the difference. And if we keep pushing the heart rate, go up to the third stage. Now we're on the third stage. So as you can hear, the melody kind of fits in, and all 3 parts play together, and that sounds really good because we define this the sweet spot for the cardio workout. And let's see what's gonna happen if the heart rate goes too high. So at this point, the heart rate is kind of too high for the user to keep pushing. So as you can hear, there's a little squeezy sound. It's not too obvious, but it's good enough to warn the user that you should chill down a little bit. And when user hear that and he decides to slow down a little bit, as you can see at this point, the squeezy sound kind of fades back, and then we're back to the hard spot mode. And when the users finish up the workout, we can try to go back to the second stage. So as you see, the heart rate kind of goes down. Okay, so now we're back to the second stage. So the new melody will fade away. So we're back to the second rhythm. And when you're trying to accessing the workout, the heart rate keep going down. And whenever the stage reach back to 1, and the system will go back to the most basic tempo mode. So that kind of let the user know it's good time to go. So this is a final feature implemented for this project. Instead for this feature, it's a little bit different than first 2 modes. For this mode, we call drum solo mode. The idea is, instead of just only taking heart rate as the input, we also take the sound that user make when he or she is running on the treadmill. So we use beat detection to analyze the sound that user made on the treadmill and analyze it in the real time, and to soundify the information in real time. So whenever user is running on the treadmill, it's just like playing an instrument for the user. So let's see how this thing works if we begin the system. we can hear the users kind of running on the treadmill, and the white spots, whenever there's a flashing, that kind of indicate that that's kind of the rhythm the user is running at this point. So if we just speed up the user a little bit, so at this point the user is running a little bit faster. As you can see, the drum solo is the rhythm of the drum solo is going up as well. Also for this mode, we also integrate the heart rate as well. So the way to show how the user is doing on the heart rate is by if the heart rate is getting high, you can hear a little bit reverb. This is getting to the sound. So that kind of indicate user how is the user's heart rate doing. If the heart rate goes down, that kind of go back to the just normal drum solo mode. And whenever the user slow down the pace, the drum solo will slow down as well. As you can hear, the drum solo is not always the same. We did not just pre-record the sound, and we actually have we actually have different drum hits, and we combine them in the real time to give a real feeling for playing drum solo on treadmill.